Don't eat the grubs, BB. What do you think? What did you find to eat? Oh no.
What's you gonna do, boy? Good googly. What? You put the pot on Mary. Put the pot on John. Put the pot on Mary. Just put it on John. Oh, wow. Put the pot on Mary. Just put it on John. Oh, wow. Put the pot on Mary.
Good morning. It's Saturday. It is a little overcast and it's a perfect morning to get some plants in to the ground. My little gardening companion Nutmeg is helping me, sniffing out some grubs, which I'm trying to get her to not eat. And as you can see, I've gotten a good start on getting some plants in. I've spent an awful lot of the morning looking at companion planting charts, which have mostly given me a headache. What I have come to understand is that beans don't like anything and nothing likes onions. So the onions are going into quarantine, like the rest of us. I have gotten a lot less picky about my planting technique, but here it is in case you want it. I got these little seedlings from JBG Organic. They're pretty small. The roots are coming out the bottom of them because they're really ready to go in the ground. Basically dig a hole twice as big as your plant. I have a little bit of compost that I throw in there. Try to get everything good and wet because you're stressing out the plant a lot by planting it. You can see, I don't know if you can see these tomatoes, but they're looking a little stressed, and you want them to get a good start in life. It also makes it easier to get the roots out. This is a little root bound, so you just want to spread those roots out a little bit, give them a little room to grow, and then pack a little bit of soil and a little more compost around them very loosely to get them started. And then Nutmeg gives them a little kick just to give them a good start. Here are my onion pieces. As you can see, after a couple of days in the water, they're really starting to root and grow like gangbusters. Even though I, cut them, which was against the tutorial that I watched, they've grown over. The skin has grown over the cut parts, and they are just going crazy. Like, this was actually sliced in half, and in 2 days it's already grown that purple skin. So I'm just going to take them and put them in the ground and see if we grow some new onions with them. I need 2 hands for this. Hey, it's a couple days later and we've had some rain, so let's take a look at our garden. Everything's looking pretty happy. I threw a little water on it. Let me see if I can take you through it. Here's our Cherokee chocolate tomatoes, and here are the sun golds, which are already giving us a couple of little tiny tomatoes, it looks like, which is amazing. The early girls are also starting to come out and have some flowers and fruit starting to peek out there. There's our basil. Here's our white peppers, and it looks like there's a little something coming out there too. And here are the other sun golds and white peppers. Here's our onions, which are kind of terrifyingly growing fast. But the real star here, other than the eggplant, which seems to be thriving, is the spaghetti squash, which already is starting to flower. So we're going to get some big squash blossoms soon. There's a couple little ones there too. And the Swiss chard looks really happy too. We don't have anything yet for our beans, our bush beans. Honestly, I don't know if we're ever going to get any bush beans because the beans that I planted are very old, but I also have some old radish seeds that I might try as well. But I'm kind of amazed that stuff's starting to come up even just a couple days since I planted them. Next we'll get into some of the soil amendments that might help with the fruit and the flowering. Beady, what do you think? Are you helping Mama? You got something on your nose.